Hey, this one don't crazy me completely. Jesus. Did you hear about Arukeli's son released from prison? Did you hear? Watch the video.
I walk through shadows darker than the night, lost in the echoes of wrong and right. Every tear I've shed, every bridge I've burned, praying for mercy, for grace unearned. I see the pain etched deep in your eyes, the scars I left, the countless lies. If I could rewind, retrace my steps, I trade the world for the love I've left. Lord, give me a second chance to make it right, to turn my wrongs into healing light. I'm on my knees, my heart in your hands, begging for grace to take a stand. To my family, to the world I'm...
Hey! It shock you? Anyways, let me just explain this for the sake of the younger generation. Arukeli is actually a musician who was at the peak of his career in the 90s and early 2000s. I don't know if you heard the song, I believe I can fly, I believe I can touch the sky. That was actually Arukeli's song. Right there in the early 2000s. He was just at the very peak of his career. You can hardly mention 10 musicians across the whole globe without mentioning Arukeli. That was how popular he was in his peak. Now, later on in Arukeli's career, he was accused of sexual exploitation of minors, that's underage girls, sex trafficking, and then racketeering during his trials, that's using threats and bribes to silence his witnesses and victims. Unfortunately, Arukeli couldn't defend his case in the courts, and as such, in 2022, he was sentenced to 30 years imprisonment for both the sexual exploitation, sex trafficking, and racketeering, of which he will serve the sentence simultaneously, meaning that he will probably be leaving the prison at the age of around 80. Now, as a popular artist he was loved by many all over the world, even though his story has now become a very sad one. And then this supposed song release was much more welcome like a new hope. Now, let's get to the hit of this particular video. How many of you knew that this particular music video I played now was actually AI generated and has nothing to do with Arukeli at all? How many of you could have guessed if not that I told you now? Hey, I said this thing in my last video for those of you who listened to it. And this particular generation are in trouble. Trouble of misinformation. See, in this generation, the people that will suffer the most are the ignorant. They are the ones that will come here and be crying. I had a video call with Very Dark Man. I had a video call with Peter of P Square. He was the one that told me categorically that I should pay money into this particular account. He's the one that told me I saw him. Omo, you spoke with AI. This thing is not supposed to be funny, but well, that's the reality of our generation, and we have to sit with it. Believe me, anybody can be a victim to this. Anybody can be a victim to AI misinformation, especially when whatever the thing is saying is actually what your ear wants to hear at that particular time. Your mind will not even go around anything about verifying. You just quickly swallow it without actually doing any verification at all. I will not end this video without showing a step-by-step guide on how to spot these AI-generated videos with ease. The details on this will come in the next video, so expect it. But for now, the basic rules is just to always confirm the source of these informations. If it's coming from a legal website like bbc.com or CNN, or if it's a sports news, Sky Sports, all those legitimate sources, you can always confirm that they are very authentic and they are not fake. But if it is shared from a friend or you just saw it randomly, always confirm it from the legitimate sources before digesting them. It's of utmost importance. Then secondly, if you're already in doubt it might be an AI generated video, another thing you should do is to play the video in a slower speed. Most times AI generated flaws such as unnatural movements or maybe mismatched lip sync become more noticeable when you play them in a slower speed. Also, platforms like Snopes, PolitiFact, and even AFP Fact Check are actually platforms that can help you identify the authenticity of the video. And then finally, always familiarize yourself with the latest AI tools and their limitations. Knowing what is possible, of course, can help you spot the telltale signs of AI-generated content. By so doing, you will stay ahead of the curve. Have you ever encountered AI-generated fake online before? Share your experience below, and don't forget to like, share, and follow for more tips on navigating the digital world. See you in our next video.